Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I was thinking of doing some L5 missions here, and I made a sort of a mini goal for me to do the L5 missions until I acquired enough loyalty points to have the same amount of loyalty points as my L4 mission agent. So my L4 mission agent has 1.4 million. I have currently 1 million in the Federation Navy, which is the corporation I do L5 missions for. Problem here I've noticed is that my standings seem to continuously go down for this guy here a lot, very hard actually. You can see here standings for this guy are not really on good terms here, and there are multiple reasons for this. One is that I have a few times accepted missions and then quit them because I realized I can't do them. It's mainly just due to me being quite new to these types of missions, so I'm not really acquainted with if I'm able to handle them or not. But then it's also because I receive a lot of missions like this. You see these Caldari missions, and I absolutely do not want to do these kinds of missions because these are going to give me really bad standings with the Caldari, and eventually it will be the case that I will not even be able to go into the system. That happened to me with the Amar ones with L4 missions, and I can imagine it will be even worse here with L5, since I can imagine you would take a lot bigger standing hits here. So I was not able to go into Amar space without getting attacked by the local navy. Not a good idea, not a good idea. I don't think that's good because I want to be able to chill at least in high sec. For me, high sec is where I want to be able to chill. So I feel like actually these L5s are probably good reserved to an alt where I'm actually able to perhaps do these faction ones here so I don't get negative standings, because if I keep doing this, I'll eventually go to -2 standing with this guy, and then I will actually not be able to do missions with him anymore. So that's a bit of an issue. I do not want that to happen. So we're going to see here if we can find a mission before we go to -2 standing here with this guy. So here -0.3. We're also looting Federation Navy as well. Destroy the Caldari. You see, we get so many faction missions. Amar before, now we've got Caldari. Rogue Spy in Gare. The problem is that I'm not able to do it in Gare because this thing is I've not got Barghest here. Oh, I don't think we'll be able to afford to. I don't think we'll be able to afford to decline another mission here. See if we're able to do this Caldari mission. I don't think it's too bad to just do one mission, but we'll check here if it's ballistable even, because we've got a Barghest and Esbigur. So let's see now. Convoy attack Caldari. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be too complicated here. You just have to destroy a few of these things here. Seems like these can drop something. Various trade goods. Okay, we do not need to worry about them. But we've got 4 freighters. That's going to take a really long time to destroy, actually. We'll see. We'll try this out. I do not actually have a lot of high hopes here, but it feels like to be able to do these L5s really smoothly, you have to then have at least a Barghest in every possible system without exception. So I need to get a Barghest in Gare, because I actually have declined even before I started recording this video. I was looking through missions and I didn't get another one of those missions in Gare. So those all could have prevented me from getting a standing loss. I would have been able to get a standing boost, in fact. So that would be working to my favor. So I can imagine you can actually get a constant standing if you're able to do every single mission here that is non-faction, but I've been getting a ton of faction missions recently, and that's contributed to my standings being really low. So I have to be slightly careful here. Muruakata. He's always here in these parts of Losec. Muruakata. It seems like we just need to destroy everything. I don't think there's any particular way to blitz this. These are Caldari, so I can imagine. Yeah, kinetic will be the best, so we'll go for kinetic here. It is quite a hefty reward for this mission. 108,000 loyalty points, that's pretty good. Dock up here. Now let's use this bad fit, very bad fit. Says this just because when I fit this, it wasn't able to equip all the modules. There was too many items for the cargo. Okay, I've got all the right modules. Yeah, we've got all the right modules. No camp charges. Our battleships didn't newt here, so we're going to have to take them out first. The Turoshimas, we want to take them out. State Shukura Turoshima. Okay. Up to location.
Warp drive active.
Reload for Scourge Fury. And do we have a decent amount of ammunition? Yeah, we've got quite a lot of ammunition, that's good. Okay, we'll start up with one precision script since we're not going to be that far away with one jump from the MJD initially. But we'll start by taking out the Turashimans. We have to destroy all enemy vessels. Okay, here they are. Where are those neuters? And they're pretty far away as well, that's good. Because if we MJD jump away from them, I think that'll go smoothly. Let's see here. There doesn't seem to be any of the neuting battleships they're talking about here. Maybe they've got a different name, we'll check. Shukoro. Okay. Doesn't seem like we've got any of them. Okay, we'll just go and destroy them straight away. I think we can even put dual precision scripts if it's possible. 187. Okay, slightly borderline range here. I think it'll be alright. See if we can keep our range here. I'm going to lose tons of Caldari standing from this. I think it's okay. Oh, that's perfect. We also do the best type of damage as well. Kinetic is the best one here. We can snipe a few of these frigates here as well. Don't think they'll be too difficult. Bishamon, he seems to be doing a bit of damage as he's probably got cruise missiles or something of the like. We can maybe wait for those frigates to get close, and then we can have our drones take care of them. This seems pretty straightforward with this sniper Barghest. I just really don't like that we're going to be losing so much standing here. I think we might next time just convert our LP, because I think this is going to be not a good idea with this character here. We'll probably want to use an alt and then go for all these kinds of faction missions, so that we don't have to worry too much about the faction standings. But then again, it might be good if I keep myself to an agent that focus on L5s in those for the Caldari, because I like to be able to, with all my alts, be able to go to Caldari actually. Oh, we're not even doing any damage. Because GT is really good to have access to. Doing quite a bit of damage because I'm not able to hit him. That's just because I wasn't using the range script. Our shields are soon going to be depleted. We need to destroy them fast. And these freighters apparently have a ton of EHP. So we're soon taking armor damage. To destroy that on last one. Oh, the Daijo is also doing some damage now. Could actually go for another MJD actually. If we're able to even hit that is. We might not be able to hit if we're that far away. Shogun, they're all doing damage now. I might want to pull a little bit of range here. Great, so now we're a little bit further away. With full range scripts. The Shogun seem to be able to do damage as well. We can check here on the logs and messages. Was able to do damage to us. Bishamon. We do not need to lock up those frigates at all. So we need to get a bit closer to these guys since they're a little bit out of our range of 260 kilometers. Some of these guys are getting really close already, actually. They actually go quicker than us when we're using no propulsion module like this. Well, these things go actually pretty quick. Look at that. I think they're using MWDs or something like that. Yeah, those are really fast for battleships, 1k a second. And these guys need to be taken out, they're going too fast. Pretty high resists, big shields, and a lot of recharge as well. These Shukuro's Nagashins are able to have so much tank. Because they've got a decent amount of shield boosting as well. Not only do they have a lot of tank, but they have a lot of shield boosting at the same time as well. Like one volley. Okay, now this guy seems to be taking a lot of damage. The previous one wasn't taking so much damage. Maybe I just expected it to be a bit faster. Those ravens at least felt a lot weaker. Are you able to warp to these? No, you can't.
Because natural phenomena.
We need to be within 108 kilometers to be able to use our drone, so we can't yet use them against these guys. But they're closing in fast. No, they're not using MWDs actually. No, they're just coming at normal sublight speeds. Maybe it could be when they were using their MWD, they were going so fast our missiles weren't even able to apply fully to them. Maybe that's why it felt like they were taking a long time to get destroyed. And they all seem to be having wrecks dropped here. So I can imagine they're going to all contain these tags that are worth something because we've not got any bounties here. Usually the case for these faction ships. I wonder if they're very valuable because usually the tags are quite valuable from NPCs in general, especially the battleships. But these battleships feel very I think they're like elite battleships or at least very strong battleships, so they are probably very valuable ones. There's some standing with the Caldari, very minimal though, but it still will add up. And I think you do get a standing reduction when you complete the mission, not 100% sure about that. This would probably be a good mission for a capital ship, like a Dreadnought for example. There's a Stiletto, okay. Now our drones can go for these frigates, they're in range now. Seems like our drones are able to apply to the frigates really well, that's great. Very smooth. Sometimes the small ships like these have a tendency to aggro our drones very quickly, but it doesn't seem like it's the case here. Oh, this guy was doing quite a bit of damage. Now I want to destroy these guys here. See where 100 kilometers would put us. Probably want to get somehow close to these freighters. We can do it later when we've destroyed these shoguns. Yeah, look at that big difference. One volley took out almost all his shields compared to those scorpions from before. Now these guys are starting to do some damage. There's only 2 left, so it should go very quickly. Mission does take quite a bit of time. There's a lot of ships to grind through, but it seems pretty simple. It's not pretty harmless. There's not a ton of newts or anything like that. Maybe some of them newt, they're different names. According to that mission guide, there was supposed to be those Turoshimas that were supposed to newt us, but I didn't see any of them. Could be random. They sometimes spawn, sometimes don't spawn. Or it could be that there's a variation of them, name something else that newts at the same time as well. We can MJD. We could even use our drones maybe? No, not yet. We could on that guy, but I don't think it's worth it because he's going to get destroyed very quickly anyway. I don't think application is going to at all matter when it comes to these massive colossal freighters, but I think we could still just use them just to maybe get some tiny bit of extra damage if it helps, just to destroy them a bit quicker. They've got so much HP, these guys, 187k EHP. We could perhaps switch over to the... Okay, their shields are very easy to destroy. Maybe it's their structure that's very big. Yeah, they seem to be very easy to destroy. Must be their structure that's really massive. We'll see here. Because that's typical for freighters to have very big structures. Yeah, look at that. You can see his structure there is only budging very slightly. Still, it's not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. We're getting absolutely perfect application to these guys. 8829 damage. It doesn't harm to have this since we're plenty in range. Oh, we got a volley there. That was not perfect application actually. It was 8819, I think. 8826, you see that? So we could use some slight extra application. I mean, just a few extra damage here and there is not going to make at all any difference. It's not even going to save us one single volley. Okay, he's destroyed. Now for this one. I wonder if you could blitz this mission by just destroying the freighters. I can imagine you can sort of draw all the NPCs out since they seem to move quite a bit. See, they're all here. Some of them still stayed over here. Those are probably the ones that got destroyed initially in the beginning of the mission. Maybe somehow align with the MJD so you could use damage or just damage them straight. Oh, look at that. Got 6,000 damage. Oh, that's because it's on the armor. I think the reason that they might be taking not perfect application every single time is they may be getting some slight shield regen. Maybe that's playing into the numbers not exactly adding up. He has 0% resist in the structure. He's got some resist in the shields. Tower War, Caldari State is really not going to like us because we destroyed a whole fleet of battleships plus 4 freighters. Doesn't have a good look when I get back to Jita. Okay, one more freighter to go. Imagine if I have to pick up something from the... Oh, that's going to take a long time in the Barghest because I've only got the MJD. So I can't really, with much precision, go to the Rex and pick them up. I'm really slow without any kind of propulsion module. Proteus, oh, we need to be a little bit careful here in case he tries to hunt us. Because they can cloak and we'll pin cloaked. And also be able to easily fit combat scanner prosum as well. So they could hypothetically scan us down. Okay, completed the mission. Let's go back here. We could maybe save one of these here, or Rex. In case we want to, for some reason, go there and grab those tags later. Because that could probably give in like 20 million or something like that. Not like crazy amounts, I think it's just going to be equivalent to typical bounty ticks. Okay, docked up here. Complete the mission. Got a decent amount of ISK and loyalty points. So next time we'll try on converting those LPs to ISK, because I don't think it's a good idea that I continue to do missions with this character here. Look in these security agents, it doesn't seem to be pretty good. Minus 0.45. We could either get some more missions from this guy here in Barghest. So we could actually have another L5 mission agent to do these missions out as well. In fact, do we have a Barghest here? We can check. Oh, I do actually. I do have one here. That's pretty cool. So we've got another agent to do missions for if we do not have any for this one. That's cool. We can maybe try doing that some other time. We'll see. We'll see. You can see our standing 2.0. Nothing crazy. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We've done some L5 missions and a decent amount of risk. A little bit slow mission there with tons of battleships to get through and meaty freighters, but otherwise went very smoothly. Barghest is usually able to handle anything here, it seems, that involves at least a single pocket where we can just keep range and snipe away. If you did enjoy the video or learn something new, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.